I'm seeing a lot of people wearing Tank watches at the moment, predominantly a Seiko Tank watch. A ton of other brands also have released similar watches, such as Casio and also Accurist. But this full craze started off with one watch, and it traces all the way back to 1917, when Louis Cartier drew inspiration from the shape of a military tank during World War I. This groundbreaking design brought a departure from traditional round watch shapes, introducing a rectangular case that exudes a sleek and minimalistic aesthetic. Today we're going to be checking out the Cartier Tank Solo and why this watch might be one of the ultimate luxury watches on the market right now. Before we get into it, leave a like and drop a subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated and really help out the channel. So to begin with, this watch is quite small. It's only 31mm by 24 and its thickness is only 5.5mm, which makes this watch pretty much tiny. However, the history that is within such a small watch is insane. If we're going to go deep into the specs, it does only have 30 meters of water resistance, which is not ideal at all. However, there is also different size watches such as small, mid and large. There's also different movements within the Tank Solo. We've got a quartz version and we've also got automatic versions. Personally, I'm always going to pick an automatic over a quartz, especially if you're buying a watch from a brand like Cartier. I think it's worth saving up the money and investing it into that automatic watch instead of picking up the cheaper quartz timepiece. That automatic timepiece is going to last you so much longer. There's a lot more effort put into creating an automatic watch than a quartz movement, and that's usually reflected in the price of these timepieces. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Tank Solo is one of the most recognizable watches in the world, again due to the history behind the watch, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. I know a lot of people that would not even dare wear this watch, but I'm actually a really big fan of it and I want it in my collection so bad. The black strap is really elegant and classy, and it always normally comes with a white dial on these Cartier Tank Solo watches. If you're like your average size guy, I think you're going to need either a medium or a large size Cartier Tank Solo, as the measurements we've read out already in this video is for the small version of the watch. The hands on the Cartier Tank are blue, they're made out of steel and they're in a sword shape. They're hidden underneath that sapphire crystal and they really stand out on that white dial. If you're looking for a dress watch that just screams luxury and elegance, the Tank Solo has got to be your #1 choice. That's if you've got a pretty big budget to play with, as the majority of these watches are going to set you back anywhere upwards of £2,500. Do you think that's a worthy price tag for one of these watches? I think it's quite reasonable and it does reflect the quality within the timepieces, and I'm on a bit of a Cartier buzz at the moment. I've just also made a video reviewing the Cartier Santos. Something about Cartier watches that has really piqued my interest at the moment. The fact that they're originally a jewelry house is super interesting, and they've actually been able to transition into watchmaking is pretty cool, because a lot of brands are kind of failing at doing that in some way in terms of connecting with the watch community. Cartier is smashing it, and I'm sure they have a long wait list and a lot of customers that can't wait to pick up their new releases every year. I'm not even sure how often Cartier release a new watch. I don't think it's too often. I think they're just producing more models of their hit pieces that are selling out constantly. If you would buy Cartier watch, leave a like on the video. We also post content over on Instagram and TikTok, so go check those out if you ever get the chance. Leave some support over there. We buy and sell vintage watches, and if you're in the UK and wanting to buy a vintage or luxury watch, hit us up on Instagram and we will sort you out one of the best timepieces you can get at an affordable price point.